Good morning, and thank you for attending Police Headquarters. My name is Constable Carolyn DeClute, and I am here today to introduce Detective Sergeant Mike Carbone of Homicide, who will be updating you on homicide number 29 and 74 of 2016.
Thank you, Caroline. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming. Today, I will be updating the media on homicide 29 and 74 for 2016. On Sunday, May 15, 2016, at approximately 11 p.m., Ms. Rochelle Bobb was in a vehicle and in the company of 3 other individuals. The vehicle was stopped on John Garland Boulevard near Jamestown, Crescent. They had been returning from an organized basketball game and were driving one of the occupants of the vehicle back to the neighborhood. It's at this time that an unknown person or persons commenced shooting at the vehicle, striking Ms. Bobb, who was seated in the back seat. Rochelle Bobb was 5 months pregnant at the time of the shooting. Attempts by medical staff were made to revive the victim. However, they were unsuccessful, and she succumbed to her injuries. An emergency cesarean section was performed, and baby Kyrie was born. However, the baby passed away several weeks later. A year has passed since the homicide of Rochelle Bobb and her baby Kyrie, and I again appealing to anyone with any information to contact me at the Homicide Squad. Today, uniformed members of the number 23 Division will be conducting another canvass of the neighborhood near John Garland Boulevard and Jamestown Crescent. Anyone with any information is asked to approach any of these officers. I'm also reporting that the Chief of Police, Mark Saunders, has authorized a reward of up to $50,000 from the Toronto Police Service for evidence leading to the arrest and conviction of the persons responsible for the deaths of Candace Bobb and baby Kyrie. I would now like to introduce Ms. Jackie Weir, who is the mother of Rochelle Bobb, who would like to say a few words. At this point, she will not be answering any questions after her statement, but I'll be available to answer some questions. Jackie?
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm Rochelle's mom. First off, our family would like to thank everyone for their prayers, well wishes, and continued support. It has been a very difficult year for all of us. We'd also like to thank the police for working tirelessly and trying to solve this case, and also to the media for keeping the story in the spotlight. We'd also like to mention and to thank the person who paid for the headstone, and they wish to remain anonymous, so we'd like to really thank them for that. Rochelle was a young mother who was brutally gunned down, as Sergeant Carbone had said, a year ago on John Garland. And at the time, she was pregnant, and we lost baby Kyrie. He came into this world way too early and under extremely difficult circumstances. He didn't make it. Their death has been very difficult for us. It has left a void in our lives. Rochelle was the life of the family. She kept us all together. She's got a great sense of humor. We missed her laughter, we missed her smile, and we missed her beautiful, beautiful hazel eyes. She left behind 2 boys, and they missed their mom every minute of the day. We miss her dearly. We like to reach out to the public, to the members of the community of John Garland and Jamestown. We're asking for any information that you have, no matter how small the detail is. We're asking you to call Crime Stoppers, to go to your local police, to tell someone. We know someone in the neighborhood knows something, and we're asking each and every one to just search your heart. She could be your sister. She could be your daughter, your friend. We're pleading with the public to come forward, We need some answers. To the killer, we're asking you to turn yourself in. It has been a year, and you're out there enjoying life, and we've been handed a life sentence. We're still trying to come to grips with what happened and how you could have done something so senselessly. You don't deserve to have that freedom. We haven't been free in over a year. So we're asking you to get your lawyer and turn yourself in. If anyone knows anything, please, we're asking you to call Crime Stoppers or your local police. Thank you. That's it.
I'll take some questions now.
Captain, how often do boards like this work, and why are you taking this step now?
We've used them on several occasions. I can't give you an exact number as to how often they work. However, it does help us get the message out there that we need people to come forward and provide information with respect to the offenders in this case.
Has there been any development in your investigation?
Without getting into the specifics of where we're at, I tell Jackie this every time we speak, that I'm never disappointed in the sense that we're always moving forward. We would certainly like some more information, and that's why we're doing this appeal again today. However, we are continuing to move forward, and hopefully, as a result of today's media conference, we'll get some more people coming forward.
Detective, have you had anybody come forward since this crime happened at all to help you out with any sort of details?
I'm not going to get into the specifics of who has come forward or who has not. I've said to Jackie, we've progressed since May of 2016. We are continuing to move forward, and we expect that we will continue to do so until we find these persons.
Initially, Detective, you said that this was a targeted hit. Did you find out who the target was? Were they in that car?
I think I said on the last occurrence that for certain Rochelle Bobb was not a target of the shooting. I did say that something in the movement of that vehicle could have caused them to be targeted. I can't say at this point if any one of the individuals in the car is targeted, but I can say that something in the movement of that vehicle that evening caused them to be targeted.
Detective, a couple months ago, you announced that Baby Kyrie was going to be considered a homicide victim. Has that helped spur on some more information for you?
Certainly, it obviously made the news that day, and without getting again into the specifics of how we've advanced the investigation, it was certainly helpful. We're still tracking down leads, and we expect, as a result of today's release and a further canvass of the neighborhood, we hope that we can continue to move this investigation forward.
Has there been any surveillance video or any social media that's helped you out in this at all?
We have surveillance video. You can imagine there's quite a bit of it. There's none to release at this point. If we have an opportunity to release some surveillance video, we will do so. The social media aspect, of course, it's been on several times as a result of this case being in the media for the entire year. We follow up with whatever social media leads we get from that.
Are you hopeful if there's any, I know you won't talk about specifics, but social media is everywhere these days. Are you hopeful that there could be any Snapchats or Instagrams or anything like that where they have some sort of, it's happening in the background and you can get something out of that?
Well, our services has a dedicated unit that monitors all the social media. We have been in contact with them, and we continue to do so. It's certainly something that I'm not going to share at this point. However, that type of tool helps us move these investigations forward. Okay.
Do you have the suspect vehicle on surveillance?
I'm not going to discuss that. Okay. All right, folks.
Quick question. You said you're still following up on these, but usually when a report is offered, because all avenues have been exhausted, is that not the case? investigate?
I'm hopeful and optimistic that as a result of this and whatever leads we got from the last release, we will continue to move forward and get closer to the person responsible for this crime. Okay?
Sorry, just one more here. Can you just talk about, a lot of times when something happens, people who witness it or know something are scared to come forward or, out of fear for their own life or their family's life. Can you just maybe talk about what you would say to those people who know something, who are a little wary of coming forward?
I would say to them that they should come forward to speak about what they know. Certainly, if they witness this offense, they should come forward and speak to them, and that we would assure them that we would do whatever we possibly can to protect them. We need their cooperation. I think that's, at the end of the day, we need them to come forward. For us to advance this investigation, we need witnesses to come forward and put the pieces together to have a prosecution at the end of the day. Okay? Thanks, folks. Thank you, Jackie.
This concludes today's conference. Thank you for attending.